It is important to ease your body into exercise slowly. Warming up your body will help you to avoid injury and enhance your exercise experience. The following movements will prepare your body for exercise by warming up your muscles and loosening your joints. These movements are also good for increasing circulation, supporting joint nutrition, and can help to alleviate general stiffness that is often caused by arthritis. You can also perform these movements in the morning as a great way to get your body ready for the day, or in the evening, 30 minutes before bed, to help avoid nighttime muscle cramps. Are you ready to start? Let's begin.
We are about to begin the warm-up segment of our exercise program. For these first two exercises, you're going to need a chair. If you can sit all the way back in your seat so your backs are comfortably supported by your backrests. Now we're ready to begin ankle rotations. Extend both of your legs straight out in front of you, circling your ankles in towards each other, making gentle circles, both feet rotating in towards each other. And now we're ready to switch the direction. Rotate your ankles away from each other. Again, making gentle circles, sitting nice and tall in your seat. Keep on going, two more, circle away, and next we're going to point and flex. Point the toes out and flex back in. It's point away and point back in towards your kneecaps. And point and flex. Two more. Point and flex. And last one. Point toes away, back in towards your kneecaps. You can lower your feet back to the floor. That was really, really good. The next warm-up is the seated knee extension. Be sure as you do this exercise, you keep the backs of your legs resting on the seat of your chairs. We're going to extend the right leg and bring it down, and left leg and down, and right and down, and left and down. Getting our body warmed up for the exercises to come. Few more, right and down, left and down. Two more on each side, right, left, and last one, right and left. Great job. Well done for both of you. The next warm-up is called arm swings. Be sure you keep your hips facing forward and your feet about shoulder width apart. We're going to gently move our arms from side to side, warming up our spine, torso, and shoulders. Keep on going several more times. Reminder again, hips facing forward, stand or sit nice and tall. If you're in a chair, be sure your arms are right over the armrests of your chair. Let's do two more. One and two. Great work. This is called a shoulder roll. If you're seated, gently place your hands on your thighs. If you're standing, stand nice and tall. We're ready to lift the shoulders up towards the ears, back behind you, and down. Continue lifting the shoulders up towards the ears, back behind you, and down. Don't forget, breathe normally and work at a pace that's comfortable for you. Let's do two more. Shoulders lifting up towards the ears, back behind you, and down. And last one. Shoulders lifting up towards the ears, back and down. Super job. We're going to place both hands right out in front of us and begin rotating the wrists one in towards each other, making gentle circles with our wrists rotating inward. Let's reverse the direction and rotate the wrists away from each other. Keep on going. And we're going to now place our forearms parallel with the floor, pointing the fingers up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Point fingers up and down, and several more times. Fingers up and down, and last two. Fingers pointing up and down, and one more. Fingers up and down. Good. Now relax. The next warm-up is for our hands and fingers. Bring your hands right out in front of you and gently flick away your fingers, starting with the wrist and flicking those fingers away. Keep on moving those fingers as you flick away. Keep your arms and hands relaxed. 2 more. And 1, and 2. And from here, we're going to play the piano right in front of us, using the fingers and thumbs at the same time. Playing the piano, making sure that the fingers are wiggling, thumbs are moving. Let's do it for another couple of seconds. Let's relax the hands down by our side. Great, we're almost done with our warm-up. The last warm-up is a neck warm-up. We're going to be doing head turns. We're going to look over our right shoulder, back to center, and left shoulder, back to center. Gently moving over towards the right shoulder, back to center, and left, back to center. 2 more times. Looking over right, center, looking towards left, and center. 1 more time. Right, center, left, and center. Great. We're all warmed up and ready for our exercise.
Maintaining balance is crucial as we get older. Having good balance can reduce our risk of falls and therefore traumatic injury that could lead to more serious conditions. Good balance can also help us to maintain our ability to carry out the types of activities that make us happy. Performing specific balance exercises is an excellent way to improve and maintain balance. The exercises shown here can be adapted to your balance ability. The key is to make sure your balance exercise is challenging but safe at the same time. If the balance exercise is too easy, you will receive little to no benefit. We will help you to figure out which is the right exercise for you. We encourage you to work toward holding each position for up to 30 seconds. You should be able to hold a balance position for at least 10 seconds. If not, try an easier balance exercise. Here are some basic balance training guidelines. Perform balance exercises most days of the week. Each balance exercise should be performed twice, holding for up to 30 seconds. Make sure you have a sturdy chair, railing, or support to hold. Keep your hands close to the support while balancing so that you can quickly regain your balance if needed. Use a balance spotter or person to stand next to you when doing balance exercises if needed. Stand tall. Try to feel your feet as you balance and keep your eyes focused on one spot in front of you. Be sure to challenge yourself while still remaining safe.
We are about to begin the balance segment. Be sure to stand behind a sturdy chair before you start each of these exercises in the balance segment. Be sure to keep your gaze looking straight ahead at one spot as we do each of these exercises. Each balance exercise gets increasingly more difficult. Make sure that you stay with the exercise that's challenging enough for you before you move on to the next one. We're going to start with the feet together stand. Place both feet right next to each other, toes and heels touching. Stand nice and tall and keep your hands resting on the back of your chair. When you're ready, first gaze forward, again standing nice and tall, and lift your hands about 1 to 2 inches away from the top of the chair. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds. You take up to 30 seconds to hold the exercise before you can go to the next level of challenge in the balance program. So let's rest our hands back down on the chair. The next, more difficult exercise is the semi-tandem stand. If you found the feet together stand difficult, stick with that one. And when you're ready and feel more comfortable with it, you can move on to our next exercise. To begin the semi-tandem stand, place both hands on the back of your chair. Stand nice and tall. Find a spot in front of you that you can keep your gaze on. We're going to keep both feet together to start and slowly slide your right heel so that it is close to the toes of your left foot. Hold this position And when you're ready, you can lift both hands away from the back of your chair about 1 to 2 inches. We're going to hold this for about 10 seconds. Let's slowly bring the hands back down to the back of the chair and slide that right foot back. Now we're going to do the same thing with our left foot, beginning with the hands resting on the back of the chair. We're going to slide the left heel so it's right next to the big toe of your right foot. Standing nice and tall, find that spot right in front of you, focus on it, and when you're ready, lift both hands about 1 to 2 inches away from the back of the chair, and let's hold this for about 10 seconds. How you doing? Great. Let's bring both hands down to the chair again and place both feet next to each other. We're going to do the full tandem stand. Remember, if you found the semi-tandem stand difficult, stick with that one until you're ready to move to the next one. We're going to keep our hands on the back of the chair, standing nice and tall. Gaze forward on a spot that you can focus on. Place your right foot directly in front of your left foot so that the heel of your right foot is in contact with the toes of your left foot. You may have a tendency to keep your weight back. You may want to shift your weight slightly forward to get the best balance. When you're ready, slowly lift your hands away from the back of the chair about 1 to 2 inches, and let's hold this for about 10 seconds. Don't forget, stand nice and tall, gaze forward, and then we're going to bring our hands back down to the chair and move to bringing our left foot forward. Starting with both feet together, bring your left foot directly in front of your right. Keep both hands on the chair, and when you're ready, slowly bring your fingers up about 1 to 2 inches above the chair, and let's hold this for 10 seconds. Great job. Keep on going. Let's bring your hands back down to the top of the chair and place both feet next to each other. Excellent. The next exercise is the 1 foot balance. We're going to start by placing our hands on the back of the chair. Be sure you have a good grip. Step a couple of inches away from the back of the chair. Stand nice and tall. We're going to lift our right foot about 4 to 6 inches away from the floor, and when you're ready, we're going to lift the right hand away from the back of the chair, about 1 to 2 inches. Let's hold this for about 10 seconds. Great job. Let's bring the right foot back down, right hand back on the chair, standing nice and tall, and let's try it on the left side. Get a good grip with that right hand. Lift your left foot about 4 to 6 inches away from the floor. Lift your left hand about 1 to 2 inches away from the back of the chair. And let's hold this stand for about 10 seconds. How you doing? Looks good. Let's put the left hand back down, left foot back on the floor. Now we're going to try something more difficult. What I want you to do is place both hands on the back of the chair again. We're going to do the same thing we did before, lifting our right foot behind us, lifting our right hand about 1 to 2 inches away from the chair, and we're going to lift 1 or 2 fingers from our left hand off the chair. If you're ready to do this, if you feel comfortable, this is a little more of a challenge. When you're ready, you may even try practicing lifting more than 1 to 2 fingers and possibly even a full hand off the chair. Let's put the right foot back down, right hand back down to the chair, and try it on the left side. Remember, start with both hands on the back of the chair. Hold with a nice tight grip, and when you're ready, lift your left foot off the floor, keep your gaze straight ahead, and lift your left hand about 1 to 2 inches away from the chair. If you're comfortable, begin lifting 1 or 2 fingers away from your right hand so that you're making this a little more challenging. Remember, only do this level of challenge if you're comfortable with this. Let's hold it for 10 seconds. Great job. Let's bring both hands down to the back of the chair and let your left foot go back down to the floor. Remember, the ultimate goal is to be able to do this exercise without holding on to the back of the chair. Try doing it increasingly, 10 seconds, 20, up to about 30 seconds. This is the end of our balance segment, and you've done a great job.